Whether you're a seasoned financial advisor or someone who's new to the industry, you're probably looking for ways to build your book of business as a financial advisor. By the end of this video, you will have tactics to achieve that goal. Do you want to learn the thing that most financial advisors do that actually decreases their number of potential referrals? Would you like to learn how to zoom in on existing clients and turn them into virtual faucets of overflows of referrals? I want to help you uncover a source of referrals that you may not have even considered before. Let's get started. Over and over again, any study that you see, any financial advisors that you speak to, people that have been in the industry for years will tell you the number one source of new clients for financial advisors is through referrals. People come to financial advisors through referrals because it requires a high level of trust to hire a financial advisor. It's not like buying ladies' earrings or accessories that are $10 or $20. It takes a great deal of trust to work with you. So you're on the same level as a doctor or a dentist or a real estate agent. All of you are individuals who people trust a great deal, and really they're putting their lives in your hands. And so typically we don't just, I almost said go through a phone book. We haven't done that in forever. We don't just go for a search on Google and just find whoever's the first person who pops up. It's not just an SEO game. We typically look for referrals to find someone at that level of trust. That's what we're tapping in on. Now, you might be tempted to say, but Crystal, I want to learn more about search engine optimization or leveraging some of these other tools, or is there a way AI can even help me? Here's my suggestion to you. Start with what we know. Referrals work. And 9 times out of 10, you probably haven't dug as deep as you could go in getting those. And the great thing about referrals is they're the gift that keeps on giving. As you get new clients and they're happy with your services, if you have it set up correctly, they'll bring you additional referrals who will become those new clients. And so I think you see where I'm going with this. We also know that I'm willing to bet you've had existing clients that brought in additional clients as referrals. You don't have to go through that same onboarding process with them in the beginning where you're trying to like sell yourself or convince them that you're amazing. They come already believing in the services that you have to offer. That's the best type of client. One other thing I want you to do is to pick a target audience. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, everyone needs a financial advisor, because truly, if you want to have the future that you're aiming for, having someone help you with your finances makes sense for anyone of any age, of any gender identification. Everyone needs a financial advisor, right? Maybe? The truth is while that might be true, the fact of the matter is most people know tons of financial advisors, the same way they know tons of realtors. So the question is, how do you stand out from those other financial advisors? I'll give you an example. I remember well over a decade ago being at a networking event. I'm speaking to this woman and I'm asking her, tell me a little bit about you. And she says, I'm a financial advisor. And I said, amazing. That's awesome. Who's your target audience? And she said, everybody. I said, everybody? And she said, yes, everybody. Everybody needs a financial advisor. Now, I knew that she was open. I felt her energy in a certain way where I thought maybe I could be of service to her. We know that we can't go around giving everybody advice. But what was interesting is I already knew probably 10, 20, 30 financial advisors. And so if I left our conversation at that, she was going to just fade into the background and I was going to completely forget who she was because she was just one more FA that I knew. I asked her a question. I said, okay, can I ask you a question? And she said, certainly. I said, most of your clients that you have right now, what do they have in common? And she said, well, almost all of my clients are women. And some of them have retired. Some of them recently went through a divorce. She said, I guess they all kind of had like recent changes, like life changes. And I said, that's your target market. And she said, what? I said, yes, everyone can use you. I said, but if you tell someone I'm a financial advisor who specializes in helping women who are going through changes in life, be it marriage, divorce, or retirement, you're going to stick in people's minds. And here's the other thing. If someone finds a man that needs a financial advisor, they're not going to automatically think, oh, you can't help them, Lisa. I think her name was Lisa. Oh, you can't help them. You're still going to be the only FA that comes to the front of their mind because you're the only one that distinguished yourself in some way. So make sure that you have an understanding of who your target market is and you can communicate it because it's going to help the person listening latch on to something. But then anytime I knew a woman that was close to me or that I networked with that mentioned, hey, I'm going through this experience and, I'm trying to get my finances in order, I automatically directed them to Lisa because in my mind it was seared, and here I am talking about her 10 years later, that she specialized in women going through change of life. Who is your target market? Feel free to pause the video for a moment as you write this down or figure this out. Okay, the next thing you want to do is think about who can tell new clients about you. Is it your existing clients? Do you have referral partners? So maybe if you're a financial advisor, maybe you have relationships with some realtors, with some mortgage bankers, with some doctors, whoever it is you think has the ear of that target market that you're looking to connect with. So make sure that you start to build relationships with people that are your likely referral partners as well. Now, we talked about existing clients and referral partners referring people to you, but I'm willing to bet you probably even have personal acquaintances that can send you clients as well. It might be a friend or a family member. Those folks that are movers and shakers and they just know everybody and everyone knows them. Make sure they know what it is you do and let them know, hey, I would love for you to refer some business to me. I would love to be of service to your network. Again, make sure that you're tapping into your network in every different direction so that you're getting as many referrals as possible. Let them know what you do. Let them know what you have to offer. Let them know that you welcome their help in bringing people to you. So quick question before we move on. Have you already subscribed to the channel? If not, you're going to miss out on some really cool, juicy business building tips, right? So go ahead, subscribe today. Take a moment. Go ahead, get that in there. Go ahead and subscribe. All right. And then we'll move on to the next thing. So when I asked you about personal acquaintances, you might have thought, well, what if they don't really know what it is I do? What if they don't really understand? Make sure that they do understand. Maybe hold a family get together where you have them do vision boards, or maybe they start writing down their goals for the future and you start talking about some of the steps it would take to get to that. I'm not talking about giving specific investment advice, but advice on savings and just some things that they should keep in mind, and maybe the different pots they should put their money into. Things like that, creating videos, whatever it is you can do to make sure that you're educating the people around you on what it is you have to offer. And so that they connect the dots in the fact that you help take people from their current position to whatever their future goals are by managing their money in very strategic ways. One of the other dirty little secrets about this industry is that most financial advisors, when their clients pass away, they lose that portfolio. Why? They haven't built a relationship with the mate or with the children. So oftentimes what happens is the person passes away and their children comes along and they take all of this hard work that their parents have put into making strategic financial decisions their entire lives, and they want to cash it out and do ridiculous things with the money. Well, there's something you can do about that. You can start forming a relationship with the children earlier. Even as early as 14, 15 years old, asking the client, is it okay if we include them on some of these calls? And maybe not getting into all the most sensitive financial information, but ensuring that they have financial literacy, ensuring that they trust you so that you're the person they think of when their parent passes away. They know that they still want you managing that money. Same thing with mates. If you have a relationship with your client but not their mate, you're putting yourself at risk of losing that portfolio once they pass on. Because I assure you, that mate is going to go with someone they trust. If their mate's a woman, they might go on to Lisa that I talked about earlier because she specializes in women with change of life issues, right? And so build those relationships, get on calls with them as well if your client permits it. And again, it doesn't always have to be about sharing your client's portfolio information, but just making sure that they have sound financial practices and they understand some of the strategies that are being put into place to ensure that the money is growing and that the family is protected. We all want to show our appreciation when people do things for us, and we want to further encourage more of that same behavior. And so I want you to identify the 2 to 3 people who have referred the most business to you over the last 5 years. They may be clients, they may be family members, they may be referral partners. But once you identify who those people are, I want you to just shower them with love and appreciation. Let them know how incredibly appreciated they are. And ensuring going forward, anytime you get a referral, it shouldn't be just a simple thank you card or just something bland. Make sure you go over the top in expressing your gratitude to whomever sent you that referral. My last tip is going to seem super simple, but I promise you, a lot of financial advisors don't do this because I speak to a lot of financial advisors. I advise some financial advisor firms, and I see this often. Ask for referrals. Ask. Let your clients know, hey, do you know anyone that you think would benefit from me setting up a plan for them for the next 10 to 20 years? Make sure that you're asking your referral partners, hey, have you talked to anybody in the last couple of weeks that you think might be a good fit? Those friends and family members, hey, let me know. Do you know anybody that needs my services because they're undergoing this, or this, or they're trying to hit this type of goal? Ask for referrals outright and make it easy for that other person to send people to you. So we've talked about how to build a book of business as a financial advisor, but there's much more that goes into building a successful and sustainable business as a financial advisor, especially right now in such extreme times of change. I have a gift for you, my Future Ready Playbook. In this book, you're going to find all kinds of juicy worksheets and activities that'll help you think about the future in new ways and be prepared for business growth going forward. Go ahead, look in the description and click the link in there to download it right now.